Most people said they want different results in life, but they don't want different results in life. They want comfort. That's what they really want. People tell me, oh, I want a better life. I want a better body. I want more money. I want a better dating life. Just like different things, different avenues in life. Like the main sectors that people really want to just get good results in: health, wealth, and relationships, like Napoleon Hill talks about. People want better bodies. They want more money. They want the business to be thriving. They want dating options, but they don't really want that. They want comfort. Most people don't understand that with change comes discomfort. You have to get a little bit uncomfortable to change. There's no way you could change anything that's going on in your life, I don't care what domain it is, without a little bit of uncomfortability. This goes for any domain. This goes for if you want to get in shape. This goes for if you want to grow your business. This goes for if you want to get more dating options. This goes for if you want to be a better communicator. I told you guys when I first started my YouTube channel, man, I'm not really too good with communicating. Like, I stutter sometimes, and sometimes I feel like I just kind of like right now, like sometimes I just get over my words and stuff like that. But this is practice for me, This is uncomfortable. I mean, it's not really uncomfortable anymore because I've been doing it for a while. And when I go back and I look at my videos, I've been steadily improving in my communication skills. But it took me a while to really get used to getting on camera and talking, and now I'm flowing. Yes, I still make mistakes, but I had to get uncomfortable to get to where I am now. And in order for me to continue to improve, I will need to continue to get uncomfortable. And I'm okay with that. And you need to be okay with that too if you want different results. People always want to talk about locking in. Oh yeah, I'll get serious when I have time to get serious, when the time permits me to get serious. And I'm gonna lock in on January 1st, and I'm gonna lock in on my 25th birthday, and I'm gonna lock in before I go on this cruise or before summer starts. Y'all know it's already January. It's January, we're going into February, so pretty soon people are gonna be talking about pushing for that summer body. People always want to lock in at a specific time because people try to delay the discomfort that they know is gonna take in order for them to get their goals. They're comfortable right now. That's why they want to keep pushing things off. I'm gonna lock in later. I'm gonna get serious later. I'm gonna wait for this. I'm gonna wait for that. There is no waiting. Different results, they require different inputs. I always say something has to be different. That's something I always say, man. Something has to be different, guys. How you spend your time, how you train your body, how you eat, how you recover. These things have to be different if you want a different body. Man, how you structure your day, how you feel about discomfort, that has to change too. Things will need to change if you want different results. Things won't change you won't get different results if you don't change anything. And we know this, but for some reason, people just keep on beating their head against the wall. Like I talked about yesterday, man, I've had people tell me that they were gonna start the gym. People tell me they're gonna start the business, that they were gonna start posting content, that they were gonna start improving on their dating life. Because one thing I realized about dating lives and stuff is people, like even people who do attract people, they don't like the people that they attract. And a lot of people don't realize that the people that they attract are the people that they like. They're just like them. Like in order for you to attract the person that you want, you would need to be a better person than you are if you're not attracting them right now, if that makes sense. So when people complain about their dating options, they're missing the fact that their dating options are just a reflection of them, right? And I kind of got off on a tangent, but people keep on talking about things that they want to start and things that they want to fix, and it's not getting fixed, right? Your pastors and people have the same body, they have the same excuses, they have the same conversations. Like nothing changes, guys. And this is what I'm gonna be talking about for the foreseeable future, because people ask me all the time, Randall, I don't even recognize your body. How are you able to transform your body? Randall, how are you able to instill these habits? I wanted this shit, bro. Like, there's certain things in my life that I just wanted and that I worked towards and that I changed in order for me to be able to get to where I want to get to. And I still have a lot of room to grow, but you can see my trajectory, and it's because of my daily inputs, and it's because I was okay with getting uncomfortable in order for me to get the results that I want. At the end of the day, different results, they require separation. That's my word. That's where I push, man. We want separation. Different results require separation. You must have different standards than most people. You must have different structure than most people. You must have a different mindset than most people. You must have different habits than most people. Most people should look at you and feel like, what the fuck are you even doing? You should be so against the grain from what the norm is because you want different results than what the norm gets. Truthfully. Different results, they require separation. If you are not willing to separate yourself from the pack, you will get the same results as the pack. And that's not what we want on this channel. That's not what I want, and that's not what you guys want. I know you guys don't want that. I know you guys want different results. So you must separate yourself, and it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. As humans, I know we like to be liked. Like it's in our biology to like to be liked by people and to go with the flow and to kind of have people co-sign what we're doing. It's in our biology a little bit, but you have to be able to go against the grain to be able to get different results and separate yourself from the sea of people who aren't getting the results that they want out of life. Separation means doing things earlier than others. It means training what is inconvenient for you. Like I talked about yesterday, man, a lot of people, they like to make excuses as to why they can't train and stuff like that. I preach to people that you should always find a way to move your body in the morning. But people would tell me, hey, I got work at 6. Meanwhile, somebody else has to work at 5 and they got up at 2:30 to work out. And I'm not preaching skipping sleep, and I'm not preaching being unhealthy, and I'm not preaching that, but I am preaching structure, and I am preaching making time for things that you know you need to make time for, and I am preaching the fact that a lot of people are able to do a lot more with a lot less just because they want it bad. They want it more than you. I am preaching that. Separation means that you have to say no to things that might feel good short term, man. A lot of people struggle with this. Separation means removing distractions. This is something I always talk about. I'm able to get so much done in my 24 hours because I have no distractions, man. I work on my physique, I work on my business. I work on my physique, I work on my business. I work on my physique, I work on my business. I work on my physique, I work on my business. Any action I take during the day that's not gonna help one of those two domains, I don't partake in it. I don't watch sports. I don't know what's going on with politics right now. I know there's a lot going on in Minnesota. I don't pay attention to it. I don't. I have no idea who's in the Super Bowl or who's in the whatever. I think it's around Super Bowl because we're finna go into February, so the Super Bowl's going up. No idea who's in the Super Bowl. Don't care. Remove distractions. Focus on what matters. Focus on what matters, and you'll be able to get so much done. This requires separation because most people, they want to keep up with politics and ignore the fact that they're fat as fuck. They like real talk. They want to keep up with politics and ignore the fact that they're 80 pounds overweight. They want to keep up with politics and ignore the fact that they hate their job, that they clock in and clock out of 5 days a week, spend 80% of their hours, of their waking hours at their job that they hate. They'd rather use distractions and find coping mechanisms to be able to cope with the fact that they don't even like their life and that they know that they're not taking care of business. You must separate yourself if you don't want to be like that. You must enforce non-negotiables. Everybody needs to be having non-negotiables. I have non-negotiables. I'll tell you a few of them. I walk 20,000 steps a day. I don't care what the fuck is going on. I'm going to get my 20,000 steps in. I have a certain calorie allotment that I don't go over. I don't care how hungry I am, man. If I have 3,000 calories for the day, I'm eating my 3,000 calories, non-negotiable. I'm not eating 3,100 or 3,200. I'm eating 3,000. I have non-negotiables. I train every single morning. I wake up and I train. I wake up and I move my body. I wake up and I train. I have other non-negotiables I'm not going to talk about, but I have some non-negotiables, and everybody should be having non-negotiables. Comfort feels right for most humans because it avoids friction. And we get taught that friction is bad, especially as kids. There's a lot of things that I feel like is wrong with the way that we get raised, especially in like school. Like learning that failure is bad. Failure is not bad. Friction is being uncomfortable is bad. Like scraping yourself is bad. Like certain things that we learn in school and that when we're young that is bad is really not bad. And a lot of people, because of the way that they were raised and just the way society is, they believe that being uncomfortable is bad for them. When uncomfortability is necessary to grow. It's necessary to grow. It is necessary to grow. You must get uncomfortable to grow. I'm 6'2". I remember when I was actually growing, I remember I had a growth spurt going into 8th grade. I went from like 5'7" to like 5'6" to like 6 foot, something crazy. Man, I was hella uncomfortable. Like I used to have like growing pains like right here. My knees would be hurting sometimes. I was growing, bro. Like that's a great example. Like it hurts to grow. Real shit. Like physically, mentally, spiritually, when you're growing in the domain, it's gonna hurt. Like the gym when you're curling, you're like that shit hurts, bro. When you're hitting legs, I hit legs today, and you're in your last few reps of squats and stuff. And when people say that's when growth really counts, that shit hurts. Like, growth hurts, guys. Growth is uncomfortable. But we get taught that being comfortable is good, and it's not good. It's not good for us. That's why a lot of people are stagnant. They're stuck because they're comfortable, and they do not want to get uncomfortable. So training your body is friction. Building something meaningful is friction. Building a business, building a relationship, stepping up in your career and getting promoted is friction. Creating structure is friction. Getting rid of those weak ass habits that are getting you bad results in life, there's friction in that. But you must create structure. Everything that you need to do in life is going to create some friction. Everything good for you in life that you need to do is going to create some friction. If you remove friction, you remove progress. If you avoid friction, if you avoid being uncomfortable, you will avoid progress as a result of that. There's no way around it. Comfort doesn't build anything. It doesn't build anything at all. It just keeps you stagnant, it keeps you stuck. Stagnant and stuck where we don't want to be, where everybody is, man. Everybody is just stuck, bro. I tell y'all, bro, it makes me sick, and I said this yesterday, it makes me sick when I hear somebody tell me something that they already told me. I'll have people swipe over my story, hey bro, like, I see that yogurt bowl. What's in the yogurt bowl? Boom, 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 boom. This is what's in the yogurt bowl. I post the same yogurt bowl 3-4 months later. Bro, what's in the yogurt bowl? And I check their story, they still got 3 chins. They haven't been acting. They haven't been using what I gave them. But right now, most people, they aren't choosing growth. And you have to be honest with what you're actually choosing. Are you really choosing growth? Most people aren't. They're choosing comfort and they're hoping for change. They're choosing the same habits, the same mind, the same training system, the same dating routine, you know. They're choosing the same things and they're hoping for change. They're hoping for different results. And that's not gonna work, bro. It never works, you know. And if you're ready to separate yourself, to build structure, to build strategy, to get clarity around your training, your health, and your physique, in your mind, in your life, in your creative life, just in general, man. You guys know you guys could apply to work with me. My information is below. Structure, guys. Structure is needed. Structure is needed. Structure is needed within the mind. Structure is needed within the body and within your fitness. And structure is needed within your day and within your creative life when you're working a business or when you have a career and you're looking to structure your thoughts to put together a good plan for you to be able to go through with that plan and get what you want out of life. And a lot of people, they don't have structure. And I'll tell you right now, with all the things that I have going on and all the things I want to do in life, me finally being able to structure things to say, boom, this is what I need to do right now. Because we're always thinking about the bigger picture, which is fine, but what do I need to do right now to get to the next step? Boom. And then from there, we just move and we move and we move and we have structure around our day. That changed my life. You guys can go back and watch my old videos. I was all over the place. I'm not all over the place right now because I have structure. Yes, I'm still a creative. Yes, I still have all these things I want to do in life. But things are structured now, so I'm not so sporadic. And I'm able to just steadily improve on my content and on my body and on my business daily, on my mind daily. And that's what I want to help you guys with, man, because I know how important it is. So if you guys need help with that, you guys can check my description. My link is there for you guys to apply to work with me, as well as if you guys want to find me on different platforms, I'm there as well. As well, if you guys want to check out my business, man, my business is down there as well. As always, man, this is RandallBranch Media. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.